Hello, welcome to our channel, Top Random Trendy. There is not a single person in the entire world who has never seen a horror movie in their life. Horror movies are undoubtedly an integral part of multimedia. There are many horror movies released to date, and some of them are very scary. Today, we are going to talk about the top 10 scary movies: IT, Insidious, Sinister, Halloween, The Ring, The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Siccîn The Conjuring, Hereditary, The Exorcist. So let's get started. Number 10. IT. The fear of clowns is a very real thing, even if it's become so commonplace to announce it that it feels disingenuous. If you need any further evidence, we direct you to the box office haul of 2017's IT, based on the Stephen King novel of the same name, which went on to beat The Exorcist's 44-year record as the highest-grossing horror film ever. Oh, and of course, it's a 10th place finish on this list. Andy Muschietti's big-budget adaptation drew on nostalgia to tell its story of children scarred by trauma, while Bill Skarsgård's take on Pennywise the Evil. The shape-shifting clown was bizarre and unsettling in all the right ways. Number 9. Insidious. James Wan has already shown up higher on the list, but before he and Patrick Wilson made The Conjuring, they worked together on this supernatural thriller about a young boy who falls into a coma and begins to channel a malevolent spirit. The bare bones of the story weren't the most groundbreaking, but frequent one collaborator Lee Hwanel infused it with a compelling enough mythology that it spawned 3 more installments. Wan also stated that Insidious was meant to be something of a corrective to the outright violence of Saw, which compelled him to craft something on a more spiritual level. Number 8. Sinister. True crime writer Ellison Oswald Ethan Hawke is in a slump. He hasn't had a bestseller in more than 10 years and is becoming increasingly desperate for a hit. So, when he discovers the existence of a snuff film showing the deaths of a family, he vows to solve the mystery. He moves his own family into the victim's home and gets to work. However, when old film footage and other clues hint at the presence of a supernatural force, Ellison learns that living in the house may be fatal. Number 7. Halloween Ends. Halloween Ends picks up 4 years after the events of Halloween Kills. Laurie's granddaughter, Allison, is living with her. Remember, in the last movie Michael killed Karen, Laurie's daughter and Allison's mother. As far as Michael Myers goes, he hasn't been seen since that Halloween night 4 years earlier when he killed 43 people. This will probably be the last time we see Jamie Lee Curtis face off against Michael Myers, so it's worth watching just for that. Halloween is the perfect time to watch one of the scariest guys to ever wear a jumpsuit, Michael Myers. His reign of terror started decades ago and now spans a dozen Halloween films. Number 6. The Ring. The plot is that there is a videotape of disturbing images. Once you watch it, at the very end, you see a ring, bright white oval encapsulated by blackness. The unfortunate viewer then gets a call with a child's voice whispering the words 7 days. 7 days before they die. When the ring is actually discovered, through a lengthy narrative too long for this answer, it's found out that years ago, a young girl, Samara, who had supernatural abilities, was thrown down a well by her mother who couldn't deal with the horrific things her daughter would do. As Samara looks up to the sky while trapped in the well, her mother closes it up with a large, circular stone. Number 5. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. The film was marketed as being based on true events to attract a wider audience and act as a subtle commentary on the era's political climate. Kirk and Pam leave the others behind. They discover another nearby house, running gas-powered generators. Hoping to barter for gas, Kirk enters the house. A large man wearing a mask made of skin attacks Kirk with a hammer, killing him. When Pam enters the house, she finds its living room strewn with human and animal bones. The man grabs her, impales her on a meat hook, and starts up a gas-powered chainsaw to dismember Kirk's body as Pam watches. Number 4. Siccîn. Osner is a young and beautiful woman. She has had a platonic love since childhood with Kudret, who is her cousin. Kudret is married to a woman named Nisa and is very happy. Jealous, Osner uses terrible black magic to change this so that she and Kudret will be together. However, she is not prepared for the evil that this spell unleashes. Osner has been in love with her aunt's son Kudret, so to know if he is suitable for her she goes to a black magician who warns her that Kudret could be the reason for her destruction. Number 3. The Conjuring. In 1971, Roger and Carolyn Perron move into a farmhouse in Harrisville, Rhode Island, with their 5 daughters, Andrea, Nancy, Christine, Cindy, and April. Paranormal events occur within the first few nights. Every clock in the house stops at 3:07 a.m. Sadie is found dead in the morning, and Carolyn wakes up with large bruises. She and Christine both encounter a malevolent spirit. The Warrens' daughter Judy is attacked in the Warrens' own home by Bathsheba. Bathsheba will kill her. Number 2. Hereditary. When the matriarch of the Graham family passes away, her daughter and grandchildren begin to unravel cryptic and increasingly terrifying secrets about their ancestry, trying to outrun the sinister fate they have inherited. The grandmother had a long history in the occult, perhaps passed down from other generations prior. In particular, they summoned the demon Paimon to bring them riches in trade for their souls. The only problem is that Paimon will only possess the youngest male host in the bloodline, which, up until Peter, hadn't existed. His younger sister Charlie was named so because they wanted a son. Number 1. The Exorcist. One of the most profitable horror movies ever made, this tale of an exorcism is based loosely on actual events. When young Reagan, Linda Blair, starts acting odd, levitating, speaking in tongues, her worried mother, Ellen Burstyn, seeks medical help, only to hit a dead end. A local priest, Jason Miller, however, thinks the girl may be seized by the devil. The priest makes a request to perform an exorcism, and the church sends in an expert, Max von Sydow, to help with the difficult job. The movie also has a most satisfying ending. Thank you so much for watching this video till end. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel.